Well, hey there. It's been a little while, hadn't it? First off, couple of things. I am either still sick or getting over sickness. I'm not sure which, so I sound kind of congested and gross. Sorry about that. It's been driving me up the wall, too. I swear, I have filled up my little trash bin like 2.5 times with nothing but used tissues. This is getting out of hand. Uh, oh my. Yeah, you can see there's still some residual crap in there. Anyway, I just wanted to make a video for the sake of making a video because it's been ages and I am sad. Like the horrible major depression that I've been managing for so long came back after the hand problem kicked in and I had to stop going to work. And then I got somebody rear-ended me on the freeway, which, for the record, it wasn't even a bad accident. It was in super heavy traffic. It was at the end of a 3-hour drive home from my parents' house. I was stopped in the center lane to let a semi-truck merge into my lane, and while I was stopped, somebody crashed into the back of me. Thankfully, she wasn't going very fast, and the only damage was just some part of the plastic case of my rear bumper is broken and also gone and will probably fall off sometime in the next couple months because it's mostly just hanging there, sort of. I don't know, it's weird to describe. Cracks plus holes plus dent. You know what's really weird is talking is making my nose run. This is obnoxious, pardon me. I'm gonna grab another tissue. And turns out I didn't deal with that whole car accident situation correctly, although I did everything I knew to do, like swapped information and all that stuff. But I didn't know that I should have called the police before leaving the scene of the accident, especially because the woman who hit me both had no insurance and no driver's license and didn't even own the car. Uh, Yeah, but I handled that poorly, and pretty much the moment that I got home that day after I tried to call, Highway Patrol and the Seattle PD and all that stuff, I just fell apart. I broke down. All of these strong, oh, what's the word? All the supports I'd built myself to keep me out of depression they just toppled over, just gone. Hell, toppled over is probably too strong of a verb to use. It's more like they just kind of tipped over a little bit and they just kind of fell. Just floop, gone. And I have been so obscenely terribly depressed this past couple weeks. My leave from work was never actually approved as medical leave, apparently, and ostensibly it's not my responsibility to make it that, but I still need to be ushering the process along. So I've been not getting paid for the time I've had to take away from work due to a medical issue that undoubtedly stemmed from work. My leave that I was approved for initially, whatever kind it is up on Friday, and I haven't been able to bring myself to call work and find out what's going on. I can't access my schedule or anything because I'm not a current employee. Like, my login credentials with the Home Depot just don't work. I can access things like my W-2 or whatever, but I can't log in to see my schedule or time detail or pay statements, none of that stuff. Everything is fucking falling apart. And I'm concerned. I don't make videos very often here. Initially, when I stopped, it was because work was getting to be too much and I didn't have energy. It was because I was just not having as much fun making videos as I wanted to before, as I was before, right? But this past couple months, I think it's been because the depression's coming back, and I'm making this probably more for me than for any of you. I'm making this one just because I need to vent. When I'm depressed, I can't vent, which doesn't do anybody any favors. I mean, venting alone can be a problem, but when one of the key symptoms of my particular depression is an inability to feel anything, and I don't vent, I am preventing any feelings that I might have from, manifesting, which is doing nothing but strengthening the depression. I have had so many brain problems lately. Both, conceptual problems and actual problems. Chemical imbalances and fucking personal opinions about things and stuff, dysphoria, whatever the fuck. And I don't know what to do. I want to make videos. You know what I did? I bought Breath of the Wild for the Wii U last week. And wait, was that last week? No, that was the week, but holy shit. I bought it a week before last Friday. And I put 50 hours into it within within 4 days. And I beat it. And I have so many opinions about that game. I've got this big long script I've written and a whole bunch of notes, and I was gonna make a video about why Breath of the Wild is not a perfect game, which I know, go ahead and spear me with a pitchfork and your torches and whatever, that's an unpopular opinion. It's not a perfect game, still 10 out of 10, I don't like it, etc., etc., and I've got this whole script, and I've edited it 6 times, and everything's ready to go. I just can't bring myself to work on this project, which is unfortunate because this channel needs some attention, it needs some love. I can't give the channel the love that it needs when I'm like this. That Breath of the Wild video, if I actually made it, would be pretty good. I mean, I'm not a video editor by any means. I have no good way of doing that, but I had a lot of things to say and a lot of points that I think are justified, right? Eventually, I hope I will make it, but I'm kind of losing the timeliness of it. Give it another couple weeks and I'm pretty sure Breath of the Wild isn't really going to be a huge deal anymore. It'll have been impactful in its time, but it'll be like Undertale. It'll be a big freaking deal, and then it'll just kind of stop mattering for a while. Probably. So if I can't jump on that, then if I can't jump on that wave, what am I doing? I want to be a content creator. I still do believe, at least somewhere in the back of my head, that that's maybe not my calling, but my preferred profession. Online content creator. I would like to make videos professionally still. Fuck, I'd rather be a streamer, but that takes a lot more than I have to give. I don't know where I'm going. All these thoughts, all these problems are just piling up, and all I can actively seem to feel these days is guilt. That's it, just guilt. Not healthy. It's not. It's not healthy, and I don't know what to do about it. I mean, honestly, the best thing I think I could do, that I am able to do, is, aside from the obvious I don't fucking know, would be to call my doctor and tell her that I've become very depressed again, because apparently in Seattle that's a big deal. Like when I first saw the doctor that I did for my hand, however long ago that was, one of the initial intake forms was just this entire like mental health survey, mental health history survey, and I'm just like, yeah, I was super depressed at one point, and this still happens every now and then, but it's not really too bad. It's manageable, and that was the shuffling sound you hear is another tissue, by the way, and that was one of the things that she wanted to talk about specifically, was like depression and mental health. And I'm thinking, I guess if that's like a big deal around here, maybe I should actually pursue that. But at the same time, I can't bring myself to do that. Like, it takes so much out of me just to get out of bed every day. Man, I had my life together. I had everything under control. Oh, terrible sniffle sounds. I had everything under control. Everything was fine. I got a little discontent with my job. I got overworked and was injured as a result. And then everything went to shit. I hate how just a few little problems can send me spiraling back into the worst of the worst. I hate this. Like, my brain just kind of decides that if it's not in control, then nothing is in control, and that is unsafe. It's dangerous. Not that I can really do a whole fucking lot about that. I guess I've got this, like, this strange internal problem where if I don't have active control over some element of my life, then suddenly, like, anxiety, depression kick in, and I've got so many psychological blocks, let me tell you. You know, the somber tone of this video certainly isn't aided by the fact that I'm still under the weather and congested. It probably makes me sound even more depressed. I hope that tomorrow I will find some excuse to get out of the house. On Thursday I have an obligation, going to a Project M tournament. I'm picking up 3 really good players, and all of them I think have a shot at placing and earning money, and I'm very grateful that I'm able to give those kinds of people rides, and I'm very happy to do that, but I really don't want to be this depressed when that time comes. I don't want to be a downer. It's just so hard not to be. Ultimately, what I think I need more than anything is I need to find some motherfucking friends. I need to find some friends. People that I can go to them and not allow myself to stay locked in my room. Not that finding friends is easy when you're not in school. I only ever made friends because I was forced to be in somebody's class. I made friends out of necessity. Except for Marcus. I think he's the one exception. See, this video is complete shit. There's no entertainment value. There's not even any reason for you to be listening, so if you listen this far, that's wonderful of you. Or you just don't give a flying fuck. But at the very least, this has allowed me to express some things that I just can't get out any other way. I feel like I'm talking to someone, even if I'm not. Even if no one's listening, I'm vocalizing stuff, and I can imagine somebody sitting next to me, nodding, looking at my face every now and then. I can imagine that. And that is something that I needed. So, that's great. And at the very least, I'm feeling a tightness in my chest, and I'm tearing up every now and then, which means that there's emotion somewhere in me that is trying to come back. God, how do I dig it out of there? What time is it? Oh shit, I was gonna go to bed like 2 hours ago. Damn it. Alright. I think that's enough. If I need to say more, I'll say more. Eventually. Y'all have a lovely day, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Hope you're having fun. Oh, one of us needs to be having a good time right now. And if it's not me, then by extension it's you, right? Not that I'm setting the bar very high. Oh, tissue noises. I really gotta get that trash bin emptied. Alright, I think that's enough. See ya.